What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I am back with another review, and I have something a little different. I don't think I've ever reviewed any Yeezy 500s on my channel, but here we have them. These are the Adidas Yeezy 500 in the Enflame colorway. So these released over the weekend, and I was able to cop a pair manually. I don't think there was any like hype around this shoe, but they did sell out, but they sold out like relatively slowly considering that they're an Yeezy. I just wanted to see a pair in hand, and honestly, I really kind of dig this colorway when I first saw them. So I finally have him in hand, and as you can see, man, it is an ugly shoe, but it is ugly in a very, I guess, like an interesting way. I wouldn't say like these are ass. It's just that I'm guessing like some people aren't really a huge fan of the colorway of the shoe. I know there are a lot of Yeezy 500 fans. It's just that this colorway is not for everybody. But putting all that aside, let's just dive right into the shoe. So actually, I'm just gonna do this from the bottom up. For this particular model. Now, as the name of this shoe suggests, there is this theme of like kind of like flame or this kind of fire going on here. And I think that is very well represented by the outsole of the shoe. Now, as you can see on the outsole, it is a very, very bright orange, and with the typical Yeezy 500 traction pads here. I know that Yeezy 500s do not have boost in them, but I've been told that this adiprene material is quite comfortable under feet. And I've never put these on foot, and I think my only experience with like Yeezy 500s in hand was the bone white colorway. And honestly, I'll be honest with you, I think the blush and the bone white are far better colorways than this particular model. It's just that it's nice to see Adidas and Yeezy kind of like switching up colorways from time to time, especially on a model like this. Now, as you can see, there is a slight difference in the shade of orange used here. Once again, the orange used on the bottom of the outsole is really, really bright, while I guess the orange used on this kind of part of the midsole is slightly a more muted color, as you can see. I think the camera is picking up this ever so slightly different shade of orange as here. And then the midsole has these kind of like grooves across them. I guess these are kind of like waffle shaped grooves. I'm not really sure if they have any like significance. It's just that, it's typical kind of like design that we see on the Yeezy 500 models. And right above that, you've got this kind of like tan colored rubber midsole, kind of like shielding off. I guess this is like the mud guard for the Yeezy 500. It's kind of hard to tell because this shoe looks pretty deformed, and it's really kind of like hard to pick out the traditional parts on a sneaker. But anyways, let's just call these the mud guards, and it's got a very rubbery texture with these kind of like rough grooves across them, and it's done in this tan color. Now, as we move towards the upper of the shoe, things get a bit more interesting. Now, here on the front of the shoe, you've got the toe box area done in this kind of like slightly long-haired suede in this light beige or tan color. And I can tell you that the suede on this model is very smooth, and it's got some kind of like change in shade as I move my fingers across it. And I don't know, I'm really digging the material on this particular model because as you can see here, this navy colored like kind of like leather part here is really, really plush. This is, I think, far better compared to any of like the leather that we've seen on any like recent Air Jordan 1 models. So this does have a bit more of a premium feel compared to some other Nike shoes Uh, and I guess that's why the Easy 500 has a slightly higher price point compared to, like, say like Jordan 1s or something like that. But anyways, here towards the back of the shoe, or the mid part of the shoe, you've got this kind of like deep navy colored. I'm not really sure what to call this, but let's just call it's like a mid panel, part of the mid panel, done in this. I guess this is also suede, and this part is rougher, but this part is slightly smoother. And once again, this part also has a type, sort of like a premium feel to it. As you can see, there is some color change as I move my finger across it, and it's very, very smooth to the touch. And I'm surprised, Adidas paid a lot of attention to detail and the materials when putting this model together. Now, in between these like navy colored leather parts, you can see the once again the actual mid panel done in this brown colored mesh material. It almost has like a kind of like a rusty vibe to it, and I'm kind of digging it. I know some people might not be a huge fan of this colorway, but I think this is a pretty cool effect overall. And this mesh material is also very, very plush to the touch. As you can see, it's got a lot of give as I press against it. And also lining that mesh material, you've got this kind of like dark gray suede material once again. It's forming the structure of the shoe, and then you have that like a pod of that mesh material once again, and that kind of theme continues throughout the shoe, and that's the general design of the Easy 500s. And then on the back side, you've got more of that tan colored rough suede material, that long-haired suede. And then you've got this kind of a bit of a smoother type of dark gray suede or nubuck material on the heel counter. And then on top of that, once again, you see that brown mesh material towards the ankle area of the shoe. Now the medial side is basically the same deal. And then on the mid actual, like the dead center of the shoe, you've got the tongue, primarily constructed using the brown mesh material once again. And then you've got these I guess this like kind of like dark gray colored suede materials sewed onto the shoe for the lace holders. And then you also have this kind of like smooth gray leather pieces stitched onto the tongue of the shoe to add, more support to the lace holes, and then kind of like add to the design of the actual tongue. The tongue does not have any branding here. You see more of that mesh material with the kind of like a pull tab done in this gray leather, but again, you don't see any branding on the tongue of the shoe. Now these do come with these kind of like navy colored, or I guess like cobalt blue type of rounded laces, factory laced onto the shoe. And then for the insole, you got that, I want to say like brown colored insole with the Yeezy branding, and as well as the Adidas logo. And then you got that kind of brown sock liner on the inside of the shoe. So it is like a kind of like a repetition of brown, gray, and tan, and like hints of blue across the shoe. And then towards the bottom, you got that crazy flame effect using that bright orange outsole. Now the other side of the shoe is basically the same deal. And sizing wise, I cannot know for sure, but I've been told that some people find these a bit smaller. So I guess the best way would be to go half a size up if you have wider feet. I don't plan on wearing these, so you might want to check out some other videos if you want exact sizing tips. But my guess would be that going half a size would be the way to go for this particular model. Now, wearability wise, it's kind of tricky. I'll be straight up with you guys. I'm not going to put these on feet. I just wanted to see these in hand. And I honestly don't know how I would be able to pull these off with my daily outfit. The only way these would go well would be like wearing something that Kanye wears, such as like some, tan colored boxy hoodies and like sweatpants and all that, kind of going with that overall theme. But other than that, I'm not really sure how you would pull these off. So I guess these aren't the best shoes to wear on like a daily basis. But I mean, if you're a huge Yeezy fan, I don't think you'll have any problems with that. Now, having said that, I'm not bagging on the shoe at all. Actually, I was quite surprised when I first pulled these out of the box because I don't think the pictures do these justice. Like, Adidas really need to do something about their photos prior to the releases because, man, honestly, their photos are shit. Like, every time I hold any like new Easy 350 or for that matter, like a Easy 500 model in hand, honestly, they look far better in hand compared to the photos. I mean, they gotta like, hire somebody new or do something about their design team, man. Like, I mean, these look far better in person. I can certainly guarantee that. There's something about the saturation or the shade that they're using on the images is it's something. There's really something off. I mean, this particular model and the colorway looks more natural and I guess more convincing when you have them in hand. You'll really understand when you hold these in hand. But like the pictures that I see online seem a bit more artificial, and the colors look more forced. If you feel what I get. So, anyways, yeah, I just want to point that out that the pictures don't do these justice. And honestly, I think this is a pretty cool colorway. It's just that I don't want to wear them, not because they're ugly or anything like that. It's just that I'm not really sure how I would put these shoes to use regularly. Not to mention that I already have like way too many shoes in my collection, so I gotta be picky about what shoes I wear and what I don't. So honestly, I'm probably gonna let these go. Probably gonna return them to the store. Honestly, there's no resale value on these, so I'm not gonna like flip them or anything like that. It's just I kind of want to return them for somebody who really wants to wear them for retail. Uh, but yeah, I kind of wanted to see these in hand and then kind of like judge for myself instead of being swayed by other people's opinions. But anyways, that's it for today. I hope you guys found this video interesting and informative because it's really hard to come across like sneakers for retail these days. And if you are considering buying this model, I really hope the detail shots help you out in terms of making your decision because this is a nicely constructed pair of sneakers. So yeah, anyways, that's it for today. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really, really helps my channel grow. And I'll be back really soon with another video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching.